Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi. So it's been like 5 weeks of grad school, so I think I should start updating, right? Because I think this is the point where I know what's going on, sort of. So, let's get to that. All right, so I do have a lot of things to update about grad school and stuff like that because there's been a lot of things going on, even from like the second week to now. There's like a million different things that happened. Not really, that's not over exaggeration. But anyways, so first thing that I do want to talk about because I'm really proud of like that accomplishment, but I did a talk in a seminar series. It is for, we call it spiders. Um, I'll put like the abbreviation of it here because I honestly don't remember it. I think it's like students in partial differential equations reading seminar. I think I got that right. So I volunteered to speak on a topic and I did it. It was kind of a mess. It's the first time I've ever like done a talk for math. So I was planning for it. I was doing all this stuff, and still like I thought I was well prepared. But like when you're actually in the moment of it all, it's just like really scary. I said I was like shuffling a lot, but like the more you do it, I think the better it gets, kind of thing. So yeah, I had my first talk, and I didn't expect to do it so early. I didn't expect to do it in like the first 5 weeks of grad school, but it happened and it's done, and I can feel accomplished that I survived a talk in this semester. Another thing that happened is I talked to professors. I've been in contact with a few of them. It's been nice to be able to talk to them about research and like have them just say their like pointers and be like, oh, this is what I'm researching. And I'm over here sitting like everything that you're saying is cool to me. So like when can I get to that kind of thing? So I've also started going back to CAPS. Not really back because like I had like a 2 month break, which was like the usual break time between my usual appointments back at UCLA. But I've been doing CAPS like every 2 weeks. I meet with like a counselor just to talk about how my mood's going and stuff like that. And it's been really nice. It's covered in the insurance and like the student fees for like UNL. So it's like you're paying for it, might as well make use of it kind of thing. So I don't have any clips of this because I was sort of in like a down mood during the whole time. But it rained for like 3 days straight here. And as a former resident of Los Angeles, where it rarely rains, that was kind of a lot to handle. Like my mood definitely tanked and like got a hit off of that, and actually felt like dropping out for a moment. Well, not for a moment. It was like a 3 day long like thought process of be like, if I drop out, I don't have to deal with stress. Like if I drop out, I don't have to deal with homework. I don't have to start crying about like exams. I don't have to do anything that stresses me out about school if I drop out. But then I was like, if I drop out, then some like more stresses come forward. So it's like might as well deal with the stress that's like you're sort of familiar with, like it's already happening. So might as well continue it. But anyways, it was just because it was raining and I hadn't seen sunlight in forever. So that was really a down like mood for me. But I guess just in like general updates about the school campus, we're still in person. There's still in person meetings and whatnot. They have not called for a shutdown or like put everything online kind of thing. At this point, I'm not entirely sure if we're ever gonna do that. Being a TA has been going sort of well. There's just a lot of gradings to do. There's a lot of like teaching involved because you have to like help students out. I don't think I said what classes I was taking in the last video, so might as well say it now. I'm taking analysis 1, I'm taking differential equations 1, and I'm taking discrete structures 1. So for analysis, if I had to compare it to like undergrad analysis, it's a lot more specific. We're doing a lot of things not in the real numbers, but in the complex numbers. So there's a lot of like stuff that changes a bit. This has to be more like specific with some stuff. You can't just like say like, oh, this exists or blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's kind of like it's stuff that I'm familiar with, but like not a repeat of undergrad. For differential equations, it's kind of taken like a different direction than what I expected. We're doing a lot of linear algebra in it. We're doing a lot of like analysis in it. So to me, it's like, where's the differential equations? Where's the like, where's me solving like systems of equations? But like, because like systems of equation kind of translates to matrices, and that translates to linear algebra. So that's why we're doing a lot of that stuff. But like, I kind of miss like solving an ODE, solving like what's like the whatever manifolds or whatever it is in like ODEs. I don't really remember anymore. Okay, so the last class I'm taking is discrete structures, and I'm grabbing the textbook for it. It is this big boy, the big boy that you saw me cooking up because I'm trying to study for it. And so yeah, I'm taking this class, and it's kind of the bane of my existence because it's such a hard class for me to wrap my head around. Because it's like I don't think this way. I do not think combinatorially or whatever that word is. But yeah, so those are my three classes. I'm gonna be taking the second part of those classes probably next semester. Hoping that I pass all of my classes and I don't have to like abandon a sequence mid time. But yeah, I was working on the talk stuff on Twitch because I stream. I don't think I've ever said that I stream on this channel, but I do stream. I have a streaming channel where I'll probably stream like once like in a blue moon. Like I'll stream math once in a blue moon, but like I'm trying to do like a weekly thing where it's like this hour or this like 2 hour period of my time in the week is like dedicated to me streaming and like having fun online. Um, so yeah, and I think that's gonna help with like my mood. That's gonna help with like giving me something to look forward to after like a very long day at school. And yeah, so if you want to check that out, you can go on like the link in the description or like whatever I'm gonna do to like show you like, oh, here it is. But also here's a clip of me working on the talk. Now why the hell? Okay, I hate Nightbot. I need to disable Nightbot. There hasn't been a lot of things that's happened. So I guess we'll see. Next week is when exams start for me. And it's gonna be like one a week for like the next 3 weeks. I'll have an exam to study for every single week. But it'll be fine. Like it'll be fine. But yeah, so until next time, probably after exams, I'll update you guys how that goes. I'll see you guys later.